All right, so ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking sneaker leak beef, which is getting a little bit out of hand at this point. I guess you could even say quite comical. I don't know if y'all heard me right or not, but we are talking sneaker leak beef. Basically drama over sneaker information. When you talk about the top accounts that provide this information, sneaker information sources, which I quote daily on JA News, quick little plug right there, every day, Mondays through Fridays, but that's not what we're talking about here. Now, when you talk about the top sneaker accounts, I mean, you got ZSneakerHeadz, of course, you got Sneaker Files, you got Soul Retriever, there's so many more that I'm forgetting, and then probably the biggest of them all, Complex, which for me, I remember back in the day watching Complex on YouTube when they used to do like the whole Supreme lineups and everything like that. Of course, when it comes to Complex, they went through definitely a lot of content changes, leadership changes. The company's even been sold, I want to say a couple of different times if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm basically trying to say here is there's a whole bunch of different media outlets out here, whether they're small or big. And trust me, if they got a big enough following, they're definitely monetizing their account. And with that being said, there's enough money to go around for everybody. So I don't really know what's the need for all the drama and everything. Trust me, I'm gonna explain shortly. So let me go ahead and get into this story and stay tuned to the end, because things actually end off with a happy ending, and things actually turn out to be great news here for Sneakerheads. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So this whole thing started last week on the 17th, where ZSneakerHeadz posted this: break-in Tokyo Air Jordan 5 expected to return fall of 2025. Now, you guys already know everybody was going crazy. And first and foremost, if you're not like chronically following the sneaker space, if you guys are unfamiliar with ZSneakerHeadz, they're one of the most beloved sneaker news sources here in the community. They even do have a face, which bro like shows his face actually behind the account and everything. And when you talk about ZSneakerHeadz, they broke so many leaks, providing so much information as far as upcoming releases and everything like that. And although they do partner up with other accounts and everything like that, it seems like the bruh is like pretty much operating independently and everything like that. So when everybody heard the big news, of course, this information spread like wildfire. Sneakerheads were going crazy about these returning. And as you can imagine, pretty much all the big sneaker information news sources reposted this information. So again, this was on the 17th. Everybody was going crazy about it. And then following up on the next day, ZSneakerHeadz even provided actual images or a first look at the Tokyo Jordan 5. So as y'all see them, these joints are going crazy. For me, looking at these images right now, I'm definitely thinking of like fits I could get off with these and everything. So again, people were super excited about this and everything like that. Now, of course, as you know, while everybody's having a great time rejoicing, Complex pops up in here talking about there are no plans for a Tokyo Air Jordan 5 Retro, sources closest to Jordan brand tell Complex. So why they had to come in here like ruining all the fun and everything like that? And remember guys, Complex, one of the biggest media sources, you guys already know they're definitely plugged in. They definitely got sources close to Jordan brand, as they say right here. So how can the first look and everything, this is the actual shoe which ZSneakerHeadz is saying is supposed to come out, but then Complex is over here talking about there are no plans for Tokyo Air Jordan 5. It just almost feels like Complex is salty, and was even crazier about it in the comment section and everything like that. It seems like people are out here kind of like switching up on ZSneakerHeadz. You guys know how it goes and everything like that. And it seems like the people, while I remember he does have his diehards, people were definitely rocking with him, but there were people throwing shade out there as well. And it seems like most of the shade was coming from like some of these bigger sneaker accounts, or you could say like the competition, as y'all know how it gets real competitive out here when it comes to the sneaker media space and everything. So Complex popping up talking about these joints are not dropping, but it's crazy. How can we get the first look and then them joints are not dropping? Well, it looks like just last night we got a huge update as Brendan Dunn, courtesy of Complex, he's over here talking about, we got this wrong. We reached out to Jordan brand directly about the Tokyo Jordan 5 Retro, and they told us it was not happening. They've since changed their story and confirmed the sneaker is coming back. Always respect the ZSneakerHeadz for the scoops right here. So it looks like Complex, they're waving the white flag, and they did the right thing, letting us know that they got it wrong. But it's like, what was the need to really like hop in there trying to shade them boys like that, talking about there are no plans for Tokyo Jordan 5 release, when they should have really just maybe more so did their homework, which, you can criticize everybody of that. Some people do make mistakes and everything, but being as that Complex seems to be more of the bigger media outlet, You know, they got more sources close to directly to Jordan Brand. Seems like maybe they should have just kind of held off, and like, what was the need for the shade? Because when it's all said and done, remember, ZSneakerHeadz operating as more of like an independent account versus Complex Media, where people look at them as like a big media conglomerate. I feel like people are always gonna rock with the underdog. And as Complex got this one wrong, you know, it just only makes them look bad. You know, then the notch, more shade thrown to Complex, which I still love Complex at the end of the day. You know, it's not gonna stop me from watching sneaker shopping with Joe LaPuma or nothing like that. But as far as this one, it's just not a good look. And as far as ZSneakerHeadz, again, it just makes the underdog look better. So as y'all see him replying right here, shake my head, bro, I ain't gonna lie. And then he put, it's kind of crazy how quick folks were to switch up on me yesterday. Where y'all at now? So that's kind of crazy, man. People trying to switch up on that boy. But at the end of the day, you know, all the drama and everything to the side, who really cares? The best news when it's all said and done is that these joints are actually going to be returning. And it's going to be quite soon, because these are going to be returning fall of 2025. So this is great right here. If you guys are unfamiliar with this shoe, the Jordan 5 Tokyo 23 originally dropped back in 2011. So this was in celebration of the Tokyo 23 store in Shibuya, Japan. So this was a limited drop, as you guys can imagine. People were saying like less than 1,000 pairs of these available when they originally dropped. So resale prices, crazy. One that resellers, you know, have been feasting over, collectors been trying to get their hands on. So yeah, these are definitely one of those ones right here. So for Jordan Brand to bring them back, you know, people that actually do have these in hand, they probably paid thousands of dollars. You know, they're over there punching the air. But for sneakerheads, they just want to get these off. It's great news. And for me, like, I could really care about the hype and all that stuff, but just as far as the materials, the suede finish, the yellow on here, I ain't gonna lie. As I said earlier, I could definitely get these off right here. So this is definitely one to watch for. A big release, actually returning a lot sooner than many people would have originally imagined. Fall 2025. So let me know what y'all think about this. All the drama to the side and everything like that. Complex, man. Y'all should have did a little more homework before y'all tried to shade that boy ZSneakerHeadz. But regardless of all the drama and everything like that, the great news is sneakerheads can enjoy a classic that's going to be returning coming up very soon. So let me know, guys. Are you guys excited for the sneaker to return? This essentially is Jordan Brand pretty much confirming that these joints are going to be dropping. So let me know, are you guys excited for these joints to return? Y'all feel like they're trash? Let me know in the comments below. JA, I'll catch you guys next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out.